Hi, I'm Miro, and welcome back to Driftwood. So last time I don't remember. Shit. I think we started school? Classes? Yeah, we started classes. And yeah, we met also Taryn, who is said to be a bitch, but I didn't look like a bitch to me. Sorry if I sound bummed up. The thing is, it's 8 in the morning, and I woke up at 2 in the afternoon of yesterday. So I've been awake for all this time. So yeah, I'm a bit tired. Let's see. The sound of buttons and joysticks being mashed and pressed fills the chilled air of the lounge area. I sit beside Jay and as he plays around a 2D fighter game with Elric, who is on the floor sitting on a few pillows. Oh yeah, we finished class and we're here to relax, I think? Or for lunch? No, we had lunch. We finished classes, yeah, we're here to relax. Sorry guys, I don't really remember much. I'm also tired, by the way, like I said. The two quickly finish the round. Finish? What did they say? What? Am I French now? The two quickly finish the round and with a small sigh, Jay passes the controller to me, raising his arms over his head. Man, Eric, you're so cheap. Eric turns slightly to look over his shoulder as Mick said us. Not my fault you counterpicked yourself. Whatever, you only play one character, so if I really wanted to, I could counterpick you just as bad. Elric snorts and rolls his eyes, before looking back up towards the screen and locking in the same character as before. I haven't played this in forever, so sorry if I'm rusty. I'll go easy. Jay leans over and whispers into my ear, pointing at the right corner of the screen. Pick Dunk Master Funk. What? What are you even playing? Alright. I casually scroll over each character until I land on Dunk Master Funk. Well, shit. It sounds better that way. Eric's reaction is immediate and he lets out a groan of annoyance. Oh, come on, Jay, you can't just tell him who counters me. I lock in my character as Jay and I share a chuckle, and match starts shortly after. As hard as Eric tries, he isn't able to beat my character due to the fact his character is ice-based and mine is fire. What? It's a fighting game, doesn't matter. Every character can beat another character just as any can do. What? What are you even playing? Oh, okay. The match ends and Eric lets out a sigh, setting the controller down and sliding it towards Jay. During the last match, it dawns on me that Matt has been watching from behind us with a cautious look on his face. I call out to him as the match between Jay and myself starts, catching his attention for a short time. Hey Matt, want to play the winner? Yeah, boy. Where did you get those sunglasses from? He threw himself up and over onto the couch beside me, watching my match with Jay. I'm able to win again, not so much because I perform well, but because Jay messes up. Meh, GG. He presses the controller to Matt, who takes it carefully between his hands. Give me 1 sec. Sure. Sure you can. I know that let him open the what? Oh my god, I can't read. I know that let him open the options and change a few customizable buttons before both of us lock in with our characters, ready for the match. Within a few seconds, Matt is haphazardly smashing and rolling the joysticks. of the controller with his thumbs like an acrobat. Wait, what? You mean the analog sticks? You call them joysticks? Joysticks are like the old controllers for like the Amiga or something. Like those old controllers with... You know what I mean. Those are joysticks. These are analog sticks of a controller. Unless they're playing an Atari 2600. I'm really curious about what they're playing. He lands combo after combo and then uses his ultimate before I can even get a block off. Matt ends with a perfect game, not taking a single point of damage and leaving me feeling like a complete idiot. God damn! You got wrecked, son! You just got knocked the fuck out. Yeah. In other words, you got wrecked. Matt casually grins, leaning back in his seat. MLG status pro 420xxx your mom 420xxx69. So, I don't know if the developer is watching this, but did you seriously just write this? I mean, it's probably used in a ironic way, but still, it looks completely idiotic. Okay, I'm gonna let this pass. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna guess this is ironic. What Matt said makes absolutely no sense, but I hand over the controller to Eric and grin back at the boy dressed in white beside me. Yeah, this pretty much confirms it. This is just a Matt thing, apparently. Still, it's pretty cringy. I have to say that. Sorry. I felt like I was playing against a robot. Matt turns to me and gives me a flat, emotionless look before speaking in monotone. Beep. No, okay. I'm not even gonna read this. Right. The next match starts up and Eric meets the same fate. A perfect? What? A perfect match once again. We look to Jay as if he's our last stop for beating Matt. Unfortunately, he's in his... Unfortunately, he is unable to conquer the beast of a player sitting beside me, but at the very least he does some damage to Matt. How? He lost against me and he managed to get... What? Matt stands up and brushes his shoulders off, stretching and subtly showing off. Get on, son, ain't got time for games. He tosses the controller down to the couch and leaves without another word. He kicked her ass, man. I never thought Matt was good at anything. Well, he's good at games at least. And that is something you have to be proud of. I mean, it's something so useful in this society, right? Playing games? Yeah, I think so. We spent the next few hours trying our best to get better in the hopes of being able to beat Matt in the future, but the quality of Matt's playstyle is aeons away of what we're capable of. My cheek hurts. During the night hours, I spent my last bit of time awake in my room, flipping through the pages of the book Hugo had given me earlier. After reading through a few chapters, I set the book down on my nightstand and stared up at the ceiling in thought. I'm left wondering about everyone I've met. Yuko and why she's so infatuated with helping me out. Ow, my cheek hurts. I don't know what's happening, it's hurting. Oh god. Ow. Shit. It hurts a lot, you don't understand, I can't even read now. Ow. Taryn, I know she's, well, kind of a bitch, but seems sort of friendly as long as you don't step on any of her landmines. The girl at the back of the classroom. Today was interesting, but I'm sure tomorrow will bring just as many new experiences. But for now, I'd say it's time to sleep. The sound of something smashing against wood echoes into my room. I grab for my phone and check the time, only to be greeted by the same noise coming from my door. Someone's knocking at my door at 6:30 in the morning? I roll out of bed with a groggy sigh and scoot my feet across the floor. I swear to God if it's Matt again. With a reluctant grab, I twist the doorknob and pull my door open. It's fucking Matt. Good morning, sunshine. Matt stands in the doorway with a cheesy grin on his face. Why are you up so early and what do you want? Well, figuring I kicked your ass in the game yesterday, I thought it would be a good gesture to show you where everyone gets their food. Besides, I need to restock my purple drink. Just so you're aware, I'm not letting you use my fridge for your soda. Oh wait, this was me talking. I still use like Matt tone of voice. Matt gives me a cynical look and crosses his arms. Are you sure about that? Pretty sure. We look at one another for a long moment before Matt finally accepts the fact he wasn't going to be able to use my fridge to store his drinks. Alright, fine, but let's hurry up. Can I at least get dressed first? No, you can get ready for school after we get back. I sigh, grabbing my phone and wallet, stuffing them in my pajama pockets before wiggling on my shoes and venturing out with Matt. I feel ridiculous walking around with just my pajamas on, but luckily almost no one is out yet and the garden area and pathway to the school area are barren. I think I read that wrong. Sorry. We paced by the front deck of the school and ventured down the drive leading to the main road. Matt blabbers on about how he was able to beat us in the fighting game yesterday because of how often he played it online competitively. I really don't care, I'm far too sleepy to engage in a conversation, at least with him, so he just nods my hand and groan. After a short walk, we end up at the entrance of an out-of-date looking supermarket. Matt leaves me inside and my eyes are bound by the hard glare of the fluorescent lights. There's something about fluorescent lights that just makes me feel sick or dopey. They especially remind me of my days in the hospital during the spring. Come on, man. We move up an aisle, Matt with paper bags in hand, stuffing them with the different groceries, shoveling them off the shelves like snow. His items vary from boxes of cereal to ranch dressing. During his shopping spree, I managed to gather a bag of groceries, mostly basic stuff like milk, bread and lunch meats. We meet back up at the cash registers. Matt's bag is separated by categories. One is filled with food and other assortments, while the other is packed with 2 lighter grape soda bottles. While the old lady runs his items over the scanner, Matt does a weird and appealing and overly risque dance, even singing along as though he was Usher, or even worse, pretending to be Michael Jackson. Got my grape drank, got my grape drank, got my grape drank, swag! I feel ashamed reading this. Matt's dialogues. Ah, man. Right. I sidestep over to the next cashier, coming face to face with a hair-haired woman who looks just as sleepy as I do and about my age. It's refreshing to see that I'm not the only one who didn't get enough sleep, but she's up because she has to work, not because she has an idiot like Matt as a dormmate. Morning. The woman at the register just smiles and bows her head as she takes my bag of things starts to scan the items one by one. Jesus Christ, I'm too tired to read. Fuck my life. And she bows her head? What is this? Japan? This is not Japan. I'm pretty sure this is not Japan. She's wearing the usual cashier style apron with her name tag embroidered onto the chest area. Jessica. Aside from her silence, the only noticeably interesting thing about her is the beauty mark just below the corner of her right eye. Beauty marks have never really been my thing, but they look totally distinguished on her. That'll be 35 and 63. Holy fucking shit. Her voice is mature sounding compared to the voices of kids at school. I pull out two $20 bills from my wallet and accept my change, only to drop the coins into the tip tray before stuffing the dollars I stored back into my wallet. So I have a question. Where did you take the money? You don't work? You don't have your parents? With you at least? So where did you get the money? Oh, thanks. No problem. My cheek really fucking hurts. You don't even know, guys. It's really hard to talk and read this fucking shit. Once the transaction is complete, I grab my things and head outside, only to find Matt with a scowl on his face. Don't talk to her, man. What? She's a succubus, Stola never mind art and then bashed it. Okay. I'm too tired to really follow what Matt is trying to say, but I guess he had a crush on her or something and she shot him down. Sorry to hear that, but can we go back now? Fine. Stuffing each item in my fridge would be a lot easier if Matt wasn't shuffling through what I had bought. Not brought. Hey man, didn't know you liked string cheese. Dude, bran flakes? Who eats bran flakes? I reach over and grab the box of cereal from him, setting it aside. It was the only box I saw that doesn't taste like sugary cardboard. Matt just looks at me suspiciously like I'm from another planet. That's literally the best type of cereal. If you say so. Oh my god, my cheek really hurts. At least for the last few items, Matt actually helps, and my fridge is packed with food and drink relatively quickly and neatly. Once I shoo him out of my room, I left with a few minutes to get myself washed and dressed. I think I bit my cheek, and it's swollen up, and now it burns. I know this doesn't have anything to do with anything, but my cheek really hurts, and it has to do with this because I can't read with my cheek hurting. So I think I'm gonna call a part soon enough. So this part will be shorter than the other ones. I'm sorry. The clock strikes 8:30 AM and classes begin. Luckily, I'm already sitting at my desk beside Yuko, who seems a little absent-minded. She's not as bubbly or excited as she was yesterday. I think everyone in the room has the same mentality. It only makes me wonder how the hell Matt was so lively this morning. Mr. Mallard even has a bit of sleepy eyes into his mood, and his lecture today is a lot less interactive and eye-opening. Time passes slowly, but eventually he ends his lecture and claps his hands together. Alright, for the group project this semester, I'll be pairing each of you into groups of 2. Yuko and Piper, Eric and Clantier, Sonia and Salix, all the people that we don't know, Alex and Chaz, Marcus and Ellen. Hey, listen up. I'm gonna bet that Ellen is like the shy girl. I'm pretty sure this is it. It's her. I'm pretty sure it's her. Mr. Mala continues the list of names in groups of 2 as he pairs up for a group project. I lean over and whisper to Hugo silently as Mala drones on with people's names. When where is Ellen? She's the girl sitting at the very back near Mr. Mala's desk. Yuko presses her lips around and smiles slightly. Good luck, you'll need it. What's that supposed to mean? She's a shy one. Yuko gestures her partner over to the table we're sitting at to replace my seat once I move. I take my leave and make my way over to the empty seat at the back of the room beside Ellen. I glance down at the girl assigned to be my partner while I do want to say hello, her gaze is elsewhere. She's staring off at something outside and I don't want to distract her from whatever is so interesting or make things awkward. So I just sit down beside her. Though in the first few moments while Mr. Mala finishes his instructions for the whole project, she doesn't even acknowledge my existence. The project is short. It's a research paper about history repeating itself in any way, due on Monday of next week. Adding on top of the work, the group must make a 5-minute presentation in front of the class using citation from their paper. The class silently goes to work after Mala excuses himself from the room, leaving me to sit beside this Ellen girl with no idea where to start. I peered down at her, tapping my fingers lightly against the table out of nervous energy. This apparently catches her attention. She stares at me for a moment with this frightened, nervous smile on her face, only to glance back out to the window. Great, I'm sure she's super excited about being my partner. Either way, if you just sit here and mope around, nothing will get done. Hey, so, any ideas as to what you might want to do for the paper? She looks back towards me, remaining voiceless even still. You can maybe write about needing some luck with this situation. Anything? I don't know. She says this in such a quiet voice it's hardly audible over the sound of her classmates in the background. Well, what are you interested in? You, baby. Oh, yeah. Not very much. Well, that's helpful. History, art, math, anything at all? She closes her eyes, seeming to be blatantly ignoring me now. Eventually she opens them, only to look everywhere aside from me, until there's nothing new aside from my eyes. Her eyes glimmer with a childish innocence and her cheek are stained in a blush of embarrassment. I like piano. Just piano? She gives a subtle nod that is both unconvincing and endearing. Wait a second. I know this girl. She's the so-called best girl. Even the developer says it. Check out the Facebook page to know more about the game. She reminds me of a puppy in a window that is anxiously looking out at the passing world. I also notice she keeps fidgeting, either flattening out something on her uniform or tugging the sleeves down to cover her small pale fingers. I fold my hands onto the table, trying to plot a way we may be able to make her fascination with piano into a research paper. If that's even possible. A few minutes of awkward silence passes and eventually I'm able to come up with a basic idea. Now the challenge is seeing if Ellen likes it. I glance back towards Ellen only to find her looking out the window wistfully once more. Her nervous and compulsive habits make me think she must not be someone who enjoys crowds or social interaction in a group setting, let alone one-on-one, seeing as how much of a challenge this is. Hey, Ellen, right? She picks back up at me at the mention of her name and her cheeks flush a little bit darker, as if her name is something she isn't used to hearing. Yeah? She parts her lips slightly as if she were going to continue, but her eyes trail back down to the table in front of us as she goes quiet again. Jesus Christ, I'm too tired for this shit. Tired and my cheek hurts too. Today wasn't a good day to record. Well, first off, it's nice to meet you. I'd let your green eyes jitter vaguely at what I say. It feels like I might have offended them just by being polite. Hanako? She swallows down her anxiety and the small mouse-like voice once again peeps out. You too, Marcus. Something about the fact she remembered my name makes me smile, and as a reaction she blushes even darker. In a way I feel sort of guilty for making her blush so much. But it's not my fault she's so skittish. Now that I've got her attention and she isn't completely ignoring me, I think it's best I give her the basics of what I was thinking before class ends and she runs off. So for the project, how about we do something about music history? Her head props up at this suggestion, eyes twinkling ever so slightly with an interest at the notion. Maybe we could write about how music artists copy each other or take rhythms and lyrics from other artists and recreate fads or trends. Alice's gaze falters for a moment, and I feel like I'm losing it, but she beams back up towards me. Like sampling? Yeah, sort of. That sounds okay. Only okay? I tilt my head slightly, not entirely sure if she actually held any real interest. What do you mean? Me putting her on the spot doesn't seem to make her any more comfortable. I like it. She certainly likes keeping her vocabulary to a minimum, but at least she likes the idea. Right, awesome. I offer her a smile and take a peek at the clock above the door of the classroom, only to find that class is about to end. We can start working next class. We should probably look up some stuff before then too, though. So if you find anything interesting, let me know. Ugh. I had to burp. Okay. Mr. Mallory returns to the room with a grilled cheese sandwich on a lunch counter in the school's main hall. He takes a bite, the cheers... Oh my god, are you seriously describing his fucking cheese sandwich? Why do I have to give a shit about this cheese sandwich? The cheese tender is connecting his mouth to the sandwich, snapped one by one as he takes a little time to chew before speaking. Everyone got their ideas? The sight of this drives groans of envy throughout the class, which Mr. Mallory tosses aside and gestures to the door. Alright, you're dismissed. Presentation and paper are due on Monday in class. If you're late, you're going to be cut in half. With that in mind, I turn my attention back to Ellen, whispering up her things in a hurry. Now that the class is over, she seems even more comfortable about sitting beside me. More uncomfortable, I mean. We good? She gives me a small, not so reassuring smile before taking her things and leaving. I'm really not sure what their deal is, but as long as we get the project done, I think I'll be okay with her being so overwrought and shy. How'd it go? Hugo's looming over the table, something I hadn't noticed. Perhaps Hugo's the reason I left so suddenly. She's, quiet. You noticed? Yuko teeters, reaching a hand up to her lips to shush herself haughtily. I'm not really sure if it would be possible to work with her like that for the whole project. Otherwise I may just be doing all the work myself. You know, Marcus, if you need help you can always ask. Yuko leans down, letting her elbows rest against the table with her bosom looming just above it, pushed between her arms slightly. I take her motherly attitude towards me with a pinch of salt. But it's a bit more of a challenge not looking towards her chest, which is right in front of my eyes, and held firmly by the garments of the school uniform. Maybe it's intentional. I know some girls enjoy teasing and getting attention for that kind of stuff. I quickly stand, not wanting to let my mind linger on thoughts that aren't appropriate, even if they are being taunted by Yuko's showy body postures and flirtatious tone. How exactly would you help? I know we did get Ellen to open up a bit. Personally, I think I may be able to do most of the paper on my own, with a little bit of help from Ellen. But getting her to say as much as she did in class was a huge burden on my patience. It may be better off if I do get help. I'll be okay. I think it's best if I just work on the paper on my own time. If Ellen has anything to add to it, we can work it once I get our first draft done. She doesn't really seem that enthusiastic about it anyway, so I should be able to write anything really. I do like the music-based idea though, so I'll probably go with that. I'll be okay, thanks though. Yuko purses her lips as if doubting my choice. After a pause, she nods and gives my arm a soft comforting squeeze as she passes by. Alright, talk to you later. Alright, see ya. I'm not really that worried about the paper, but the rumbling in my stomach is becoming a priority at the very moment. The lunch system of the school is a little funky. We all have to stand in line in the main hall. Students rush about to different rooms and areas during their lunch break, while avoiding a cluster of people standing in a very sloppy single file line in the middle of the hallway. It's not very organized, and I feel this just adds to the laid-back attitude the school seems to give off, but at least the line isn't too long. Eventually I'm able to get my sandwich and drink and return to sit in the common room, where the three major classrooms that I know of converge. After a few bites of grilled cheese, I see Matt enter the room, accompanied by Henrik. Both of them look like they just got rained on a little. Oh hey. After Erica wave and take the final bite of my sandwiches, the two sit down at the opposite end of the table. Get rained on? Yeah, I figured I would be. Just wanted to chill outside for a little bit before it started. Matt is surprisingly silent for once, just looking down at his grilled cheese sandwich for a long moment. Eric notices this and bumps Matt in the shoulder with his elbow. You gonna eat that? You can have it. Not hungry? No, I just remembered a really gross joke, kinda lost my appetite. Eric grabs Matt's sandwich without another word and starts to wolf down his own. Matt doesn't look all too happy, gloomier if anything. I think I'm gonna go get ready for class. I'm tempted to ask if something's wrong, but I don't really know him that well. So I let him to venture off towards the door to the left of Mara's classroom, a room I've yet to step inside of. Elric leans on the table with the side of his arm as he takes a large bite out of the sandwich. So what's up with you? It's a little disgusting having you talk to me with his mouth full, but it could be worse. He could be mad. Not much, trying to think of what I should do the research paper about. Elric nods his head and crumples up the plastic wrap that came with the sandwich, only to start eating Matt's. Got any ideas? I think I might do something that involves music, since that's the only thing Ellen is interested in. Yeah, she's weird. Elric shrugs his shoulders and leans back in his chair, his eyes sweeping from me to the doormat that had just gone inside. Coming out of the room is a red-headed girl with glasses, sharp blue eyes, and a frustrated expression on her face. Hey, Kyrie, getting lunch? The red-headed girl takes in a deep breath and looks to the table we're sitting at before sighing and coming over and sitting down. Yeah, in a sec. She pauses and looks to me with a quizzical furrow to her brow. For whatever reason, her face clears before I can say anything, and she turns her attention back to Eric. What's with Matt? What do you mean? Eric looks clueless as he turns to me, as if I would know what she was talking about. I don't even know who this girl is. Who the fuck are you and what are you doing in my table? I give him a shot, looking back towards the red-headed girl who has a rather tomboyish tone to her voice, not sounding too prim or proper. Usually is a bit more obnoxious. Yeah, I didn't notice anything, maybe he's just feeling down. The girl's attention redirects towards me then, changing the subject quickly as soon as she looks over me cautiously. Look me over, I mean. You're, the new kid? Yeah, Marky Pike, that's his name, right? She looks to Eric as if you would know my name better than I would. The butchering of my name makes me cringe, and in an effort to recover and set things straight, I offer my hand out to her. Marcus Fick. The girl just curls her hand into a fist and pushes it outwards towards me. I look at it awkwardly, hovering above the table near my extended hand, before curling my own fingers inwards and bumping my knuckles to hers. Oh, sorry, I'm never good with names. I'm Kyrie. It's alright. I let my hand rest back down on the table and watch as Eric stands up. I'm gonna go see if there are any extras. You already have 2. Hey man, I'm a growing boy. He gives Kyrie and me a cheesy grin, his mouth literally cheesy. Eric is lucky. If anyone else was to eat like him, they'd get a heart attack. Or just really fat. Either way, everything I eat tends to stick to me. She paused a little bit, and I can see that she isn't as supermodel-esque figure as Yuko. But she still looks perfectly fine looking to me. I've never really noticed it myself. I stayed the same weight since 9th grade or so. Seems like that's how it is for a lot of guys. Shrugging is the only thing I can do since I've little experience with how weight gain actually works. Once silence falls over the table, Kyrie's eyes flicker with interest beneath her glasses, so she leans closer to get a better look at me, muttering under her breath. So you are the new kid, right? Yeah, that's me. From Boston? Yes. She pauses for a moment and takes in a breath, contemplating what to say next, as if not to offend me. I'm curious about something. Ask away. Why did you decide to come to this school? Well, it was mostly my parents. Okay, sure, but why didn't you just go to a school like ours closer to Boston? It's complicated. Kira gives me a suspicious look as if not trusting me. So, you haven't heard about how lazy and laid back this school is and how easy it is to get a free ride to your diploma? I actually didn't know anything about the school aside from what the website says. She seems stumped by my statement and just bites down on her lower lip. Oh. My bad then, I just noticed that a good deal of people come to the school because they hear it's easy. This year there's a bunch of freshmen who are all total losers. Well, I'd like to think I'm not a total loser. You don't seem like one. Hey there. Hey. She gives me a reassuring smile and stands up, looking towards the clock in the room. Class starts soon. Say, what room are you in? Mr. Manners, why? Ah, cool, we probably have math together next then. Which room exactly? Kira gestures over to the door at the left. The one Matt had gone in when he said he was getting ready for class. Ah, alright. Thanks. No problem, see you there. Kira gets up on the table and heads towards the main hall, probably to go see if there was any food left. And my head is starting to hurt too now. Oh my god. As if Eric wouldn't need it all. I take the alone time to think out a few more options of how I'm going to make the paperwork with Ellen, but most of it comes down to me just doing the paper myself. The struggle is real. The rain passes quickly as does the time, and classes are about to start. I join the flow of students into the math room. Okay, I'm done. I'm so tired. My cheeks hurt, my head hurts, everything hurts, my dick hurts. Okay, no, not really, but yeah, you get the gist of it. So, I am... what the fuck? Save, and I'm gonna call this a part. Okay, nice. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.